All right. Hi, everyone. Today's video is about choosing yourself, picking yourself. Seth Godin wrote a book about it. It's called Linchpin. Are You Indispensable? I have a page in the book. I helped him with the book. We launched it. It was really cool. It was a best book. It was all about choosing yourself, not waiting for other people to pick you. And that's what today's video is about. Before I get into it, this is part of what I'm going to be teaching you guys on this call that I'm doing in 2 weeks now. It's called, I always forget, it's called 5 Powerful Mindsets. That's the first call. There's going to be 3 calls, and the first one is 5 Powerful Mindsets to help you be unstoppable. Literally everything that for me in my life, the 5 powerful things that I use daily. I mean, on the regular, okay? To help me feel unstoppable, feel powerful, do the things I want to do, knock that shit off my to-do list, have fun, not have crappy relationships, have good relationships, talk to my family and my friends, balance it all. Balance is a tricky word there. And that's what I'm going to teach you. That's what I want to teach you on this call. That's what I'm going to teach you. So sign up for the call. The URL is right here below this video in the YouTube summary. I'm going to have it in the post as well, but I think it's ishitagupta.com/5 powerful mindsets. Okay, 5 powerful mindsets. So today's video is about choosing yourself. It's about really what the scientific word, personal responsibility, okay? Personal responsibility is not waiting for other people. Personal responsibility is taking your life into your own hands. I've heard it from, I am a self-help junkie. Admittedly, I listen to Oprah, I listen to Super Soul Sunday, Marianne Williamson, Maya Angelou, anyone and everyone I'm listening to, I'm reading. All of these people, you should see my bookshelf, okay? And one of the lessons that is repetitive over and over and over again is, just like that sentence was, repetitive over and over and over again, as if one needs to say that, is this idea of personal responsibility and taking actions that show the world and that show the universe that you're you're in charge in some way. We all know there's a greater force out there. I certainly believe in God and universal energy, and that there's something bigger than myself out there. So I don't try to control everything, but I also have a huge respect, and I really operate with a lot of personal responsibility in my life. And actually, as I say that to you now, there's a few things I need to clean up in my life. If I'm going to be the person who practices what I preach and preaches and tells you that, I need to clean some stuff up. But I take a shitload of personal responsibility in my life. I do not blame. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I am not the blamer. I don't blame. I really don't. If there's one thing I do well, it is, if I am wrong, if I am confused, I look to myself first. I look to see what's going on. What could I do? Is it me? And not in a way that's lowering my self-esteem. I love myself. I have a huge amount of confidence, but in a very practical way to say, what's actually going on here? What can I do to make this better? So let's say there's an email thread that I'm pitching something, a gig, an opportunity, a client, something, partnership I want to pitch, and the person on the other end is very loosey-goosey. In my world, I don't just sit there and say, this person is so loosey-goosey, F them, what's going on here, et cetera, et cetera. I say, what can I do to present them new information, to tie this up? What do I even need to do to maybe I need to let this go entirely, but what do I need to take personal responsibility for in my life? Okay, let's take dating and intimacy and relationships. I don't just sit there and say, well, this person is so jacked up, they're bringing all this stuff to the table. Every human being is jacked up. We all have triggers. We all have things that confront us. We all have things that habits we're used to operating with. And you can't just sit back and say, oh, this person they have this habit and this and that. If you're taking personal responsibility, you can say, how am I communicating with them? If I'm speaking Spanish and they're speaking Greek, and they're Greek and they need to understand with Greek, why would me speaking Spanish to them, why would I think they would understand that? It's up to me to learn Greek, right? So if I learn Greek, I will be able to communicate with them. It's not just this person showing up. No, they're not showing up anyway. They're Greek. They need to understand Greek. Now, the nuance there is once I've learned Greek and this person is still cray-cray, then you take personal responsibility and you make a choice to not interact with them, okay? That wasn't even a dating example, okay? Maybe the dating example or men and women example is, I love people, I love men, I don't sit there and say, oh, men are so like this, or they're all the good men are gone, or all the, like, that's not personal responsibility if you think that out of 7 billion people, maybe half of them are men, I don't know, they're all a certain way, and all the good ones are taking it. That's like the most victim mentality I've ever heard in my life. To me, victim mentality is probably the energy that I like the least out of all energies. Overwhelmed, confused, lazy. Lazy's ranks up there too. But out of all the energies, victim mentality and blame, to me, is just the most irritating energy out there. And it's the energy that I just like to nip in the bud whenever it shows up. In myself and in my life and in my clients. I mean, they know I don't let them off the hook whenever victim mentality, and they hate it. Because I'm like, wow, you're literally, I can count on my fingers how many people are doing bad things to you, and what are you doing except complaining about it? Yeah, okay? It gets like that sometimes because it needs to. But we need to house that energy. We just need to nix it because it makes you paralyzed. It's so delusional to think that your life should be you should just wait around and for other people to pick you and choose you and for them to behave how you want them to behave. That's ludicrous. Ludi. Okay? So the whole point here is take personal responsibility. Stop the blame game. No one is doing anything wrong to you right now, okay? And people may be doing wrong things. I'm not saying people are all great. People do some really crazy things. I was recently in a business interaction, professional interaction, I should say, completely I felt not betrayed, but I was just like, this person totally wronged me. And in the grand scheme of things, he didn't give me the footage I needed. This videographer shot this great event for me, never gave me the footage. I called, I texted, I emailed, I threatened, I got other people involved in the film industry to try everything. And I mean, I'm going to New York. If I go to New York, you better believe I'm showing up on his doorstep, 100%. Okay? But I have done literally everything I could possibly do, and I feel wronged by the dude. I feel like you're an idiot, man. You shot this thing, you can't give me the footage that I need? Are you out of your mind? Okay, so let me take it down 10,000 levels. I could get really upset about that, right? And I did. I have, and I still am, actually. But what can I do about it now? I either have to consider it a loss or I need to show up on this man's doorstep. That's 100% the only two things I can do. Am I going to whinge and whine about it forever like I've been doing for 4 months? I've been whinging, whining, trying. Outside of getting Jimmy Hoffa's people on this dude, there's literally nothing else I can do. Personal responsibility is to let it go or show up on his doorstep with an Uzi. Okay? No, I'm not going to. That's terrible. I should not have said that. Never, ever would I do that. So, not that you think I'm, a murderer. Anyway, all right. The point is, you got to choose yourself. You got to take personal responsibility, and you have to not blame. Literally, oh, this person, this email, they're not responding. Oh my God, she never called me back. I pitched them. They just never, got back to me. My family, they never understand me. Take all 1, 2, 3, take it all, put it in this little palm of your hands, swallow it, put it in your belly, and realize it's a part of you. You have to do something about it. And you can. The beauty is the personal responsibility when you take it, when you make the choice to say it's my job, freedom, opportunity, energy, real solutions start coming into your life. But this other loosey-goosey no man's land of complaining and not doing anything but like feeling at the helm of your circumstances, no solutions will come into play there. Okay? No matter what, these videos, I just am so long. Okay. This is what I'm going to be teaching you on this call, okay? 2 weeks, 5 unstoppable mindsets, That's not the title. 5 powerful mindsets to have a life of power and freedom and feeling good about yourself. So join me. I'm going to put the URL here, and it's just kind of a no-brainer. I mean, I know I'm so not PC when I say any of this, but like, I don't care. I really believe in this stuff because it's shifted my life, and I'm going to tell you every single time to sign up 100 times. I think you should. I think you should definitely be there if you want things to be better and change. Okay? I'm not the only person that can teach you and help you, but I'm willing to. So maybe show up. Why not? Okay? See you there. Bye.